Hey, I'm Janice with Provision Planner. Have you ever been prepping or, simply buying extra at the grocery store and you look around, you realize you have a lot of things. You have rice, you have beans, you have tons of supplies for an emergency, but you actually don't have any idea where it is. Those items all start to blur together over time, and you really don't know how long those things are going to last you in an emergency. This is why we made Provision Planner. It's the best way to prep for your family. So when you come into the platform, you'll be asked three simple questions. So whether you use the web app or the offline local storage app, this is simple for every single way that you could possibly interact with Provision Planner. So in my house, we have two adults, a child, and two infants. We are rolling pretty deep. But even if you are single member household, this works for you as well. So we'll ask how many people you're prepping for. We'll also ask you what things you already have in your house. These are common items. These are things that probably almost all of us have laying around in the pantry or in the freezer. Then finally, we're going to ask you how much water you have on hand. So I think all of us typically have like a case of water somewhere in the house. And so you would tell us about how many gallons you actually have in your home. Immediately coming into the app, you're going to land on your dashboard. As you can see, this not only tells you how much food and water you have, but it tells you how long it's going to last you and your family. As well, you can always see, especially if you have a rotating pantry, how many of your supplies are nearing expiration and need to be used, and quickly find those items. And then as well, my favorite are the charts and insights. You can always see if you're putting in nutrient information, if you have a good balance of nutrients across your food storage. This is especially helpful if you have larger supply inventory and you want to know, do we have enough protein? Do we have enough fats and oils or spices? It's really easy to get that insight by using the charts and insights available. Now, adding supplies are also really easy. You can use the manual food and just enter the given information for that food item. Or you can use our barcode scanner, which is available on mobile devices. You can add supplies not just for food, but across food, water, health, hygiene, energy. We have it all. And you can also use security in our offline app if you want to lean into things like having an armory or more. And then finally, let's say you're looking at these insights and you say, I actually want to be a little bit more liberal with what we have allocated for someone in our house. And so instead of using, say, the default 2,000 calories a day, I actually want to make sure that we're stocking about 3,000 calories, or we're going above and beyond for every roll in our house. And so you can also do this for water. Instead of, say, doing 1 gallon of water per person per day, if you wanted to make it 5, or heck, if you even wanted to make it 10, you have that full flexibility. And the nice thing is that when you save it, you don't have to do any extra work. It just shows up and understands the full context of your house, and it will automatically run all the calculations for you on how long those supplies will last, how you've set up your household. So the household is really the root and the bedrock of the product. One last thing I want to show you is locations. And so you'll find that everyone has their own way of kind of figuring out how they're organizing their preps. So most households, you might keep preps in the basement, in the garage, in the pantry, just depending on what it is, the category, how large of an inventory you're holding. And you can use all of that here. You could put a location name in, like a pantry, or you could also add the basement. And so now you know at a glance exactly how much you have. You could also do this for a bin system. If you're, say, using a bin system and have this in bin EO4 as an example, you can also do that. And then my favorite use case is for if you have your primary residence, and let's say you plan to bug out or go to a family member's house, you can also write something like Hillary's house as a secondary location, or you could say a bug out location and add that. And now you know if you have inventory, not just stocked at your own home, but at the location you plan to go to if ever you need to. And so this makes it so simple and easy to know not just what you have, but to actually know how long it's going to last you and exactly where it is when you need it. So I'm excited to continue to build the product with you and look forward to having you on the platform.